I also wanted to bring up the fact that they were talking about, in addition to crafting, the predicate systems. And we saw out in the wild, he wasn't able to harvest an opal until he leveled up. And also, while he was trying to look around and harvested a ruby and a few other things, I liked how the ruby crumbled. That was really cool. And that there was a drop chance to get extra items. I've seen that in other games as well. So that was really nice to see that be implemented. But my favorite was some of those rubies became some of the opals became night opals.
Yeah.
And that was really cool.
I liked how the time of day affected some of the stuff. It was nice to see.
Yeah. And we saw the corruption zones as well. Vertek, it sounded like you were going to say. I'm just ignoring chat at this moment. I don't like this topic. I'm ignoring them.
It might be for the best.
It's definitely gone very llamas with hats.
Yeah.
But I was going to say the predicate system is possibly one of the more exciting things that the game will offer.
Yeah.
The fact that seasons can affect stuff, world events can affect other world events, can affect local events, and local events can affect all sorts of different everythings. And then the day and night added in with things only blooming at night, and the opals that start to glow, because I guess from what I took from it, not every opal you see out in the day is going to be a moon opal, but at nighttime you'll see them turn into moon opals.
Mm-hmm.
Or night opals. Yeah, it was moon bells and night opals. Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
moon bells and night opals. Oh my gosh, the moon bells are my favorite. I have to say, before we get to the end of this part of the video, I just wanted, as soon as I saw the bioluminescence in both the night opals and the moon bells, I was like, if that weapon doesn't have any sort of bioluminescence in it, when it gets done, considering those are the two required things to make it, I'm going to be so mad.
I liked how Steven mentioned as well that depending on what, stuff you use for crafting is going to depend on like the glow and the stats that are going to be on the weapon. So it's nice to know that, okay, I crafted one weapon, but it doesn't have the glow. You'll craft another weapon of the same kind, but you use different materials and now, or higher level materials, and now it has the glow. I like that, right off the bat, you're not just going to get special effects on the weapons.
Yeah. Miss Lumber says, timed gathering is so good. I'm definitely looking forward to being a boring gatherer in this game, considering how it's all laid out so far. And I think it's not going to be all that boring for the gathering because of how much and how intense the... Oh my gosh! Oh no, we're already wearing our tavern garb.
Do we switch it up for a freebie?
Sure.
The points is spent.
Yeah, just so that they're not wasted. But I was very excited because not only was the resources different at night, but also when we got to the corrupted zones, you see here right now, the corrupted zone has this like pinky purple aura around it. But then at nighttime, that looked even more awesome. And I died laughing when Steven accidentally dropped the F-bomb.
It sounded like he was genuinely like startled by it too, not just trying to make a statement. It sounded like he was truly startled. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
true form leaks, yeah.
That would be my reaction if I just ran up on something like oh.
Snickers is saying this is my true form. What we gotta do to start a server event where it's night 24/7? That's a good question. I don't know. Stay like this the entire stream? We might. That's nice. Thank you. This is the Unseen Order. We got it done special for the Extra Life charity event, and made it our Halloween costumes. And now it's something that you can redeem at any point in time throughout the stream with your channel points if you have enough. And the
day it was announced, we placed the order.
Oh yeah.
We're getting this today, right
and
now.
the tavern
Go.
garb is what makes us go back to what we were doing. Oh God, I was second monitoring the stream. I just looked at my second monitor. Yeah, hi.
Surprise!
Surprise. Yeah, but I think that's really awesome. And I'm interested in seeing what the weapon looks like without the upgrades that they gave to it. Because, dude, once they added in those fragments, that was super awesome seeing the final thing. But I'm so curious to see what the base looks like, because I believe as the tiers go up, so does the effects on the weapons. So it was so cool. But right now he's showing the Bagspace. I want to talk about that real quick. What are your thoughts on the Bagspace? I thought it was really strange when it first popped up, and then they were talking about how as you level, you can get more Bagspace and kind of be, I guess, be more mindful of what bags you take and what you're planning on doing.
Oh,
what are your thoughts?
It. I think it definitely is, a lot of games, it's either you have storage space or you have weight. And then some MMOs, it's like, oh, you have weight and you have, your bag space. I like that it definitely cuts down on the need for a weight limit.
Right.
And I think that it's going to also be great because that's going to prevent people from just mindlessly, though I know some people like it, going out and gathering. Because eventually you're going to have to go and empty your bag. You can't just okay, I'm going to gather, these rubies and yada, yada, yada.
Right.
I have to go and empty my bag first before I can go get more. And because it's also the further away from the node you go and you're gathering stuff, you need to be mindful. Do I have the space for this? Do I have the right bags for this? So I think it's definitely, I like it. I know some people probably don't like it.
You're right.
But again, that's just me.
Yeah. Real quick before Vertec goes, Vladis is saying the bag space is fine. It's beginner bags. Exactly. It's not end game. Miss Thumper says you're really going to have to plan your gathering trips and bring your PvP buddies to back you up. And I also like that it really kind of what Vimor says, the space they have is nice. Also, resources are going to be scarce in areas anyway, so it's going to encourage adventuring and stuff as well. And hello Burns, welcome in. But
hello.
What are your thoughts on starting off with that type of bag space and also the stacking benefits and then leveling it up with better bags later?
Yeah. I'll be honest, when I first heard the ideas, I thought it was kind of silly and I didn't think it was going to be something I would like, but I didn't hate it. But I kept an open mind, and then I saw it in action and really thought about it, and I think it's honestly a good system. It's something I haven't seen them do before, or anybody do before, really, developers in general for games, is create almost Tetris-y like bags that you could, in some cases, put some types of materials in two different kinds of bags, but you're also not going to get those stack bonuses and whatever. But then there's some stuff you're never going to fit a log in the mining bag, at least the starter bags anyway. It's just not going to work. And you could fit, you could fit the mining stuff into the wood bag, but you're going to end up with 4 blank spaces on the bottom doing nothing,
right?
Because you can't fit into the rock in there.
Like Galwin said, you also might get some glint stuck in there.
I mean, after seeing what the glint did to that sword, give me more.
Right?
There you go.
Most important thing is that you're not dropping bags on death, so when Thyra will farm me in the forest, she won't be able to take my stuff without correct bags. I can't believe Steven just got rid of that glint. Just straight up yeet, gone. I was like, the glint!
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Exactly. But I did like that you can use, and it does prioritize the right bag for what you're picking up, but you can use the other types of bags for space as well. I think that's an important thing. The other thing I wanted to mention was something Vamora says, which is no more sitting at gathering node to spawn as well, because the cool thing they mentioned was a bunch of crafters can do surveying together, kind of like the previous talks of summoners grouping together and summoning something larger. It's kind of cool to see that with the artisan system. You have a bunch of artisans grouping together and surveying together, and being able to see a wider range of resources or finding more resources. I think that's really neat. And it doesn't seem like it affects you with the Q&A if you do it solo or in a group. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's definitely going to make gathering, I think, more fun, especially not being a big gatherer myself. And as for the farming people and dropping bags, I'll just take your body with me. You don't have to
bags
worry.
in one. There you go.
Exactly. Why?
God says, creepy Thyra. Oh my gosh. Golan says, glint stuck in my bags will be the top Reddit post after the release.
It should be.
Yeah, I like the fact that there's so many things that can be gathered too. Like you can just run around and do your thing, and there's gonna be something to gather.
Yeah.
Run around and just make a beeline across the map, and you're gathering the entire time instead of running out of your way because there's like a loop of it over there, but nothing over here.
If you can smell something weird coming from a field, well, it's Thyra's. Do you think they will eventually do like higher tier bags that held less, but could stack anything?
That would be
I don't know. Yeah.
Ooh,
oh my gosh.
That could be neat.
Miss Number says, take my body, you're going to get haunted.
I mean, it's okay. I have Sage.
Yep.